Hi guys, a bit late, but I'm still going to have to do this. Now, first of all, for those who are not aware, Classic World of Warcraft was announced. The official release date is going to be 27th of August 2019. That means 102 days, 12 hours from now, we're gonna have a global release. Now, a lot of us were hyped for Classic WoW Summer. I guess the summer will be 3 days from August. But not to worry, they also announced a beta which started yesterday. I did not get in, but apparently a lot of people are up and playing right now. They're testing as we speak. If you want to go get a chance on that beta, we're gonna get into this later in the video. Let's go a bit over the official announcement. It goes something like, mark your calendars, WoW Classic goes live worldwide August 27. Whether your battle is cry for the Horde or for the Alliance, there's no shortage of adventure awaiting for you in the vast continents of Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom. One thing that I noticed here, that it's America will have an early release on August 26, 3 PM in Los Angeles and 6 PM in New York. And the rest of the world will have a later release, midnight 27 of August. Beginning 15 May, Select WoW players will be invited to participate in a small scale focused on closed beta. Players will also get a chance to help our servers and technology through their pace as a series of tests running from May through July. Basically, there will be 3 stress tests. I'm stressed out. There's a layer of disappointment beyond all this hype. So the first stress test will be on May 22nd and May 23rd. Second one on June 19 and June 20, and third stress test on July 18, 1 month prior to release. I think during those stress tests a lot of players will have access, so if you don't get an invite to beta, maybe we'll manage to do those stress tests. To fill our pool of beta and stress participants, we'll be choosing dedicated players who meet select criteria from both the WoW Classic Beta opt-in and the standard World of Warcraft Beta opt-in. So if you go to your Battle.net account, under Games and Subscription, opt for Beta there, make sure you check both World of Warcraft Normal and World of Warcraft Classic. There's a higher chance to get invited. Also keep in mind that you have to have an active subscription in order to qualify for being invited to the beta. Also, they will take in consideration other factors such as how long has a player been subscribed to the game and so on. So the odds might not be in your favor or my favor. I've been subbed to BFA only for like 5 months, but however, I have my account since vanilla 2005 and I've purchased every expansion. I've been subbed through the whole expansions until now. Another important thing to know is that the game will be released, of course, in 27 August, but the character creation will be available on August 13. So 13th of August, you will be able, if you have an active subscription, to log in and create a character. Actually 3 characters and reserve 3 names. That's pretty interesting. I actually like this, but in a way or another, I can see how some people might not. Moving on, like I said, beta is already tested as we speak. I managed to get some information about it. First information I want to talk about it, apparently it's not like private servers. Both in terms of experience, apparently you're leveling slower on Classic WoW, but I knew that prior to this because I checked 2 1 to 60 leveling guides. I checked the original Joanna's guide. If you know Joanna, the one from 2005, the original guide. Actually, by the way, he did not get a beta invite either. And I was checking a couple of quests from Tanaris. He was turning in the water bags, if you know, that you get from killing the Wastelands rogues. And he got only like 3000 XP per turn in Joanna, and some guy on a private server got 4000 XP. So the numbers are different there in terms of experience, and maybe another thing, the difficulty of the mobs. The armor value of the mobs seems to be bigger on private servers, and the resistance values. Also, the mana regen for classes, it's way slower on Classic. That bar barely moves. If you remember at the demo, it was a different story. The demo was too high. Maybe they got it right now. Other things that are important, sharding. Now there will be no sharding in Classic WoW, but they went with something called layering, which is some form of sharding, but instead of being the traditional sharding that you see in current World of Warcraft or what we saw at the demo, instead of a zone like Northshire Abbey being sharded, a whole continent will be sharded. That means, to be more precise about this, let's say this is a server. We have 3 bottles here, and this is a whole server, but the server can be split in 3 layers. This is layer 1. Once this gets filled, a new layer starts, this one gets filled, and then a new layer starts, and we have 3 layers. Let's say the server can host 10,000 players. Each layer will have 3,300 players. Now if you're on layer 1 and your friend is on layer 3, you won't see each other. But if you throw an invite from layer 1 to player from layer 3, he will get teleported into the layer 1. Once the group is over and he leaves the group, he might be ported to layer 3 back. We didn't get exact confirmation about this. Maybe he will remain in your layer, but as far as I understand, you get teleported on layer 3. Now, is this a bad thing? This is just the basic of it. We don't really fully understand. No one does so far, because apparently it's more complex than that. But is this a bad thing? I think it's way better than sharding, and I think in some way or another it's better than just making it classic like it used to be, because it will help Blizzard to keep more players in at the official launch. Imagine if 500,000 to 1 million players go straight in the launch day, maybe even more. I don't even know, I'm just saying some numbers here. Would you be willing to wait 10 hours in a queue? I've done that before, and it's not nice. So this can help with the population. We have confirmation from WoW developers, from Classic WoW developers, and Ion Hazzikostas himself, that the layering process won't last more than 3 weeks to a month, and definitely never beyond phase 1, because there always has to be 1 Kazakh and 1 Azurgos up in one server. Basically what Ion Hazzikostas said, he said something that he wants to allow the players to spread around the world. That means from different levels, right? Maybe after 3 weeks you'll have half of the server being beyond level 30 to 60, and then they will remove the layering system from the game, which is great. Now, not only this, but they try to confirm again, the developers and Ion as well, that they know exactly what we want, and they want to deliver that authentic experience. So they don't want to, they know that it might not be the best call, but it will definitely help the servers, the launch of the servers and the longevity of the servers. As you know, the first month of the game, we might see a lot of tourists that will just come into the game, level maybe to 10 to 20, and then figure out that maybe I don't like this. And it's possible not to like World of Warcraft Classic, especially if you come from new games and so on. If you never played before, some of them will love it, some of them maybe won't just like it. And this will help with the player distribution and the longevity of the server. Another interesting things that I heard on an interview, it's something like the streamer servers, right? The big servers. If by any chance you roll on a server with, I don't know, Asmongold or Soda Poppin and so on, you don't want to level for 1 week and then be disappointed that your server is, I don't know, one-sided with only Horde or being overrun by streamers. I think they said something that they will offer free realm transfers if this is the case, maybe once. So in case you roll on one of the servers and you're not satisfied with your choice, maybe we'll be able to move once time freely. Regarding Cash Shop, they said, this was from not Birmingham, some guy Gonzalez and another developer. They said that Cash Shop doesn't have a place in Classic WoW. There will be no WoW tokens, gold tokens, and one thing that might be, they're not even sure as right now, it's a paid realm transfer, a thing that was available even back from 2005. So if you want to change, you find out that a friend of yours plays on a different server, and this is good, you might want to change it. Imagine not having this option. It's not a feature that will interfere with the gameplay mechanic, with the core gameplay mechanic of vanilla. It was there back in the day, and if you have the option to move to play with friends on another server, that doesn't bother me. One thing we know, in phase 3 the realms will be cross-realm battleground. Now a lot of players expressed their concerns about the cross-realm battlegrounds, although cross-realm battlegrounds, it's a feature that was in vanilla in patch 1.12. I recently saw a video from OG Haptics, I think, and he was trying to explain why he's not that concerned about this. And the reason he gave it was that on a normal server there will be premates, and those premates will try to dodge each other in order to keep the honor grind moving slowly and consistent, right? And what happens when those premates dodge each other? You, as a random queue grinder, you will always face premates and lose all your battlegrounds. And to a point of another, I can understand this, but I think cross-realm, it's not exactly an ideal implementation in this classic, or at least not until the end of the timeline, because they could do something like you get the debuff for Deserter in case you don't join the battleground. That would be a way better idea opposed to having cross-realm BGs. Now maybe that's just me, but let me know how you feel about cross-realm. And one of the reasons I want to go back to layering, one of the reasons why I'm not that disappointed about layering, it's because I already made my mind with sharding. I was okay with sharding if it was for the first maximum 1 month after the release, but they came with a better solution opposed to sharding, which is layering. And it's like something like I said in one of my first update. I actually came with a similar idea. That's why I'm okay with layering. I said in my update shortly after the demo that maybe it would be better to create 3 servers under the same server, and after the fuss and the mania from the first month is over, you can merge them together. And it's something exactly what I recommended, and it's actually even better because it's only 1 server split in 3 shards or 3 layers. You will still be able to play with your friends, but it will definitely help with the transition of a smooth launch and game experience, I guess. I don't want my server to crash on launch. I don't want to wait hours in queue and so on. And if this will help that, I'm fine with it. Just no longer than 1 month, please, Blizzard. Other things I don't know what to say right now because I haven't really managed to get into the beta. Hopefully, finger crossed, I get my my access, beta access. Hopefully you do. And one more thing, please don't come in my Discord and give me access to your account. If you have beta access, keep it for you. Test it, play it, have fun. I'm gonna be fine, okay? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna manage to get one. If not, we're gonna keep making videos. I have one scheduled for Saturday, and I'm gonna come back with updates. I'm gonna work on some videos. I'm gonna check some of the beta footages on that are available on YouTube and on Twitch, and I'm gonna come back with a different video. This is something that I just wanted to inform you guys. It's good. I am hyped. Even though I don't look so, there's a layer of disappointment because I didn't get access. And I think there's more than that layer of disappointed that I didn't get access. It's a layer of disappointed because I cannot provide this for you. I wanted really to stream the beta here on this channel, and I just cannot do it, man. I cannot fucking do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.